It is now 2019, 5 long years after Dan Markel was gunned down in his garage after returning from a morning of errands. Catherine Magbanua and Sigfredo Garcia's trials were combined. Court began for the pair in October of 2019. The state argued that Charlie Adelson paid Magbanua, Garcia, and Rivera the large sum of $100,000 to murder Dan so that his sister Wendy Adelson could obtain full custody of her 2 sons with Dan. During the trial, Magbanua denied her involvement in the crime. Garcia would claim that Rivera acted alone. By October the 11th, a jury found Garcia guilty of first-degree murder and conspiracy. He was sentenced on October 15th and was handed life without the possibility of parole and an additional 30-year sentence for conspiracy. The jury was unable to reach a verdict as to what should become of Magbanua. She remained in jail pending a retrial. April 21, 2023, police arrested Charlie Adelson, who was charged with first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder and solicitation to commit murder. Although not charged, Wendy and Donna are named as co-conspirators, in part due to wiretapes and video. The pandemic caused several delays in Magbanua's retrial, which kicked off on May 16, 2023. Magbanua was found guilty of first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder on May 27, 2023. She was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole for the first-degree murder charge. She received an additional 30 years for conspiracy and another 30-year sentence for solicitation. Charlie Adelson's trial started a week before his 47th birthday on October 26, 2023. Just as the others, he was also found guilty and convicted on November 6, 2023 for first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and solicitation of first-degree murder. Charlie was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole for the murder charge and given additional 30 years for the other charges, which will run consecutively. The judge over the proceedings informed Charlie he would be fingerprinted and then transported to the Department of Corrections to begin serving his sentence. On the evening of November 13, 2023, Donna Adelson was arrested at the Miami International Airport due to a warrant for her arrest. Donna and her husband were heading to Vietnam, which has no extradition treaty with the United States. She is currently charged with first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and solicitation of murder. Her trial is ongoing, but she is claiming her innocence. In 2022, the parents of Dan Markel pushed for a new bill which they named the Markel Act. This is because of how they were treated in 2016 by the Adelsons. Wendy cut off all contact between Dan's parents and her 2 sons. Wendy also changed the boy's last name to hers. She claims this was only because their names were in the media, and she claims at the time that the Adelson name had not yet been exposed in the media. Florida also has very restrictive rules as it deals with grandparents. This left the Markels with no way of going to court for visitation. This new bill would create an additional set of conditions in which grandparents would be allowed standing to access the court system. Wendy Adelson's attorney opposed the bill, stating it was an absolute outrage. In 2022, the Markel Act was passed by both chambers of legislature and signed into law by Governor Ron DeSantis. I will continue to report on this story as it is still developing. Do you think police will arrest Wendy Adelson at some point? Wendy denies knowing anything about the plot. Do you believe her? Please like and comment.